welcome back to the show. Well, it's a tough day when you know you got to drink some wine and make some delicious food.
Yeah, and of course our next guest loves things that are fresh, and it is spot prawn season. Started on the weekend, and Matt Batey joining us, executive winery chef at Mission Hill Family Estate.
Hello.
It's us. Hey guys,
nice
welcome.
to see you, man.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah, it's always a pleasure to be on your show.
So we have some beautiful, literally fresh spot prawns today. Let's talk a little bit about the prawns themselves and what makes these prawns different.
Well, these are beautiful local prawns, local, sustainable, certified ocean-wise, which is all of our seafood at Mission Hill Family Estate for that matter. And I actually just went down to Granville Island and picked these up this morning. So like they couldn't be
Look at their wee beady eyes.
Well, and how much of a difference?
They're staring at you, Fiona,
actually, they're staring at both of you. So, how much of a difference does that make, though, honestly? Because you hear chefs get so excited about spot prawn season, and I think anytime there's fresh ingredients, you guys get pretty geeked out. But is it just texture? Is it flavor? Is it everything?
Well, I think it's the fact that they're from here, Mike, right? I mean, this is the food from home. And our cuisine program is based entirely on local, sustainable food. And for the chefs as a whole, I mean, of course, the Chef's Table Society is the real driving force behind Spot Prawn Festival. And, you know, to be able to be in Vancouver, the Lower Mainland, and be taking something that's live off the boat that is very unique to our region, an item that we're used to sending halfway around the world to like the best sushi restaurants in Japan. And then realizing, wait a second, why are we using all these imported
Mike and I went out with the
things?
fellas from Organic Ocean last year with the spot prawns. I had no idea that the tiger prawns came from the other side of the world. Not
Sewage
so
prawns,
nice when you hear about how they're harvested and how they're grown. And the spot prawns that we have literally right outside are some of the best in the world. What is the difference between the taste of the spot prawns and tiger prawns?
Well, these definitely have a lovely, very sweet, succulent flavor. And when they're prepared in a matter like ceviche, for example, they're going to have great texture to them.
Okay, let's talk about this, because this ceviche has been a feature at Mission Hill for many, many years. Tell us about it. What are we doing with these little babies?
Well, ceviche, we're going to basically cook the prawn tails using citrus acid. So beautiful citrus fruit. Their juice is full of lovely acid, and we've prepared the brine just here. Fiona, yeah, that's the one.
Now, I've always been afraid to make ceviche at home because I don't know how to make the brine properly, and you're cooking it in citrus juices. This is a little advanced for me.
Well, but that's why we're here to have a visit.
What do we do?
Well, true, very classic ceviche would be on the beach. This is a culinary technique that started in Latin America, and you would literally have fresh seafood right out of the ocean, take a lime, cut it in half, squeeze it right on top, and eat it. Like really simple, no marinating, because like the acidity in that lime will basically cook the protein enough of the seafood.
And it really brings the flavors out too.
And it's fresh and crisp.
Okay, beautiful. What do we need to do? Step one.
Mike peels prawns with Matt.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right, so Fiona has very kindly bowed out of this particular segment. So we're just going to take the prawn and just take the head right off.
Twist.
Oh, yeah, that's
sorry,
the one.
I made that one stray a little bit. Sorry. Got some on my suit as well.
So excited about it when you
Well, there's something, I mean, we were just talking about gardening and that idea of sort of getting your hands in. You know, when you grow up on the West Coast, being tactile with your food, knowing where it's coming from, catching it yourself, or going down to the docks and seeing the guys that caught it, makes a big difference, man. Do you want them out of the tail?
Yeah, we're going to take them all the way out for sure.
All the way out.
And what about deveining them? Do you devein these guys?
Yep, absolutely. So we're just going to see, and the real key to the spot prawn, how do we tell? There are the two lovely spots down the back.
I only got one of the spots. I destroyed mine. I apologize. I'm too strong, is what happened.
Yeah,
and I ripped it apart.
Yeah, but you see, if you're working in the restaurant, all of a sudden you've just put the profits in the garbage. So I'm glad that you're a guest at Mission Hill rather than maybe a member of our culinary brigade.
Chef just got angry.
That's right. So ideally, you'd go buy these right off the dock at Granville Island. You do this, and what's the next step that we do?
The next step was that we would take the tail and we would put them right in the brine. Okay. Now, this particular brine of ours, the way that our recipe is designed here, Mike.
Mike, don't lick fingers.
Sorry, I was just licking fingers.
And then you know what he's going to do? He's going to lick his fingers, and then he's going to keep doing stuff.
Look, the prawns are good.
Well, what's even better is that when we get to the end, he's actually going to put together your plate with the fingers that he just licked, and then he's giving it to you to eat. It's going to be great.
So how long do we marinate them for them to cook?
We literally could leave them just 5 minutes.
Okay. Yeah.
But there's a preference of different people.
Okay. Yeah.
We like to marinate them for about 12 hours so that we can get all of the flavor in. Nice. And what we do is we don't have the brine as acidic as just straight lime juice. So we do use, 3 or 4 different types of citrus, a little bit of verjus as well. So this is the green liquid
just
produced
to soften
from
that
immature grapes.
acidity up a little bit?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the verjus got lots of acidity, but it's not going to be as aggressive as the citric acidity.
Nice.
And then basically we arrive here.
Left, so we've got to get to plating up ours. So this is what we're supposed to end up with, something this pretty?
We will absolutely end up with something this gorgeous.
And what are we pairing the spot prawns with today?
The 2010 Reserve Mission Hill Riesling.
Thank you.
Now,
there you are.
This has not been glimpsed by many people, this
no, this
2010
is a
Reserve.
brand new release. We just had Spring Wine Festival in the Okanagan, and this was actually released at Festival. We're really excited about that. And the reason for this particular wine with this dish is the small amount of residual sugar will play very nicely with the sort of sweetness that we normally associate with the fresh, beautiful spot prawn. But we've got a lot of acidity and that nice citrus flavor from the brine, and we know that the Riesling has that bright, crisp citrus acidity, and this is going to be just a great balance.
Okay, let's get to it.
So let's have a plate so we can
So this is like a plate-off.
A plate-off.
It is. So we've brought 3 different dishes.
Love having
one for
plate-off.
Fiona, one for Mike, and then I'm going to have one myself.
Okay.
Do we get to watch you first?
We're going to watch some of this,
sure.
but we need to talk about some of the great things that are going on at Mission Hill, first of all.
Perfect.
If people haven't seen it before, this is what we're talking about. It is absolutely stunning, the Terrace Restaurant at Mission Hill. What a place. And you guys have actually added a roof, yes, to extend the season?
We've got a roof on the restaurant. We've got some beautiful, nice screens that allow the fresh summer flavors coming from our Pinot Noir and Chardonnay vineyards that sit right below the terrace or they can keep the wind and rain out.
Listen.
Fiona is on fire already, Mike. Would you look at this lady go?
Good start.
I'm Jackson Pollock in a pass.
and
it's not too bad.
No, that's
Might
lovely.
be a little gloopy.
You guys are just getting into your season as well, and Mission Hill is not only a celebration of incredible wine and incredible food, but great supporters of the art.
Absolutely. We dedicate ourselves to the celebration of fine wine, fine cuisine, and fine art.
And what are these sculptures? By the way, Mike, nice work laughing at me and then doing a worst job.
What are you talking about? Mine rocks.
Natalie DeCoster is a lovely Parisian sculpture artist, and she has got 50 of her nicest pieces coming to Mission Hill Family Estate.
Beautiful.
This is something that you cannot experience anywhere else in the world.
Gorgeous.
Anywhere.
Beautiful
Now what do
setting
we
for
do
it.
with our little...
Well, we're just going to now take some garnishes. So we've got a little bit of basil and olive oil, so let's put one of those in wherever you please.
Be careful, Fiona. I studied at Laboratoire Garnichet.
Wow. You probably waited 12 years for that moment to have an appropriate time.
That took a little while.
For that stupid joke.
And then this is a little bit of white peach, and these are from our canning program. These peaches grow right at Mission Hill.
By the way, can I just say that I'm really happy that Eckford is at the end of the line, considering he is the finger licker.
Yes.
He's sticking his hands in everything. Okay, while we finish plating, I'm going to let you know that if you are in the Okanagan, you have to stop by the Terrace Restaurant at Mission Hill Family Estate. And don't forget, they have a huge concert series. August 13th is the Canadian Tenors, and August 21st is the one and only Chris Isaacs, who, if you've never seen him in concert before, it is an absolute must.
Chris has actually never played there before, has he, either?
No, he hasn't. And the thing that's really exciting for us is these concerts take place in our natural amphitheater.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Really limited seating. It's a small, intimate venue where the guests sit in this amphitheater, flanked by the Terrace Restaurant on one side, our loggia on the other, the stage set basically right in front of Lake Okanagan, the mountains in the background.
Who won the plate off here,
we're not
Chef?
finished yet.
Well, we have to be finished because we're out of time.
And we've got apples from the Okanagan.
We're just going to have to keep working with it. We'll show, well, you know what?
A little seasoning.
Declare a winner, though.
Wait.
You got it, Chef.
I'm pretty sure I'm going to be Switzerland on this one. Very proudly Canadian.
Boo! I'm kidding. Make sure you
that's
go
not very Canadian of you, boo.
Chef, I thought you were going to declare yourself the winner. I was like,
we're going to take a break. We'll be back with more after this. Don't go away.